just happened a couple hours ago. I guess something's going on with the connect that the microphone option was knocked out of it, and I do apologize. Too bad you didn't get to hear some of my I don't know. It's like I tried to do a couple of imitations and they didn't do too well. So let's put it that way. But first of all, I'm going to start off with the show. I'm going to let you know what's been going on. First of all, we had Malachi Abramoff, the general manager of Must See Wrestling for Big Time Wrestling, doing his shtick, his promo, and everything else, talking about telling everybody that tonight there was a main event 8-man barroom brawl for the shot at the MSW World Title held by Chaz Foreman, aka Crossbones, as he is a member of course, if you don't know, the Hillston Empire. So we got that going on. We also got Thunder Rosa against Sarah Perry and a few others. So that was nothing much really. So first of all, we open it up with Mojo Rawley against Jericho Wyndham. Jericho Wyndham looking for a little vengeance from last Friday after he lost to Mojo Rawley, and he got it tonight. It was a rough and tough matchup for the rookie Wyndham, but Wyndham would get the victory with clothesline and then the superplex, and then he showed off some that his Uncle Barry used to use in '93, which was the Impaler DDT. That, of course, he used to call it the Implant. Won the NWA title from the Great Muta in '93. Next matchup we had was an 8-woman battle royal for the shot at the Universal Women's Champion, Miss Wonderland, for this weekend. Now, if you don't know, the show will not happen until probably Saturday night, until further notice. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to find out with my actual work schedules going on next week. It might be a little bit further. It might be postponed a little bit further. I do apologize for the inconvenience. Now, in that matchup, it came down to Diamond and Cheyenne. And Cheyenne won the match, and as a result, she does get the title shot against Miss Wonderland this weekend in Birmingham, Alabama. So that happened. And basically, hold on here, let me pause this for a second and basically get this going here. Hold on. I just need to get the cord real quick here. I apologize. Alright, well, coming up after that, we had a promo from a returning legend here in Must See Wrestling, well, not Must See Wrestling, in all of professional wrestling, Tully Blanchard, who was a legend in the southern states, especially if you ever watch on Mid-Atlantic and stuff like that, one of the main members of the Horsemen. He came back saying that some top man called him to help him out with a tag team, but he did not mention who this tag team was. And basically he says he was even ripping on Ric Flair about him, saying that the Wolfpack, what he called the Wolfpack entitled Glamour Boys. That's what he called them. And basically, he says he's got an eye on the team, and he won't reveal his card yet, but in due time you'll find out, and stuff like that. So, there you go right there. Next matchup was Darby Allin against Leo Rush. And basically, really fast-paced matchup. It's like, it was so fast-paced that you had your eyeballs going back and forth, basically, in this matchup, because both these guys speedsters, both of them high-flying. They both love using kicks and everything else. It went back and forth for quite a while, but Darby Allin would wind up winning the match. So, there you go with that one. Next up, we had a MSW Women's Tag Team Title match, Extreme Rules, where it was I almost said Ruby. It was Rhea Ripley and Shotzi Blackheart defending tag team titles against Mona and Raquel in a rematch. And basically, Mona and Raquel did stick to their guns and said they were going to regain the titles, and that's what they did. They regained the titles. And so basically that happened, and it did it because I think Mona hit Rhea Ripley with a Mo No More sit-out tombstone pile driver to get the victory, and also regained the titles once again. Of course, Mona and Raquel, if you did not see their last title reign, they ratted off like 7 or 8 straight title defenses, which was really unprecedented. And I'll tell you that much right now. And they'll have their hands full this weekend when they go against Jerry Missile and Monica Del Rey in the defense of those titles. Because Jerry Missile and Monica Del Rey did win the match courtesy of defeating Asia Cole and Dana Brooke in a wild matchup. So there you go with that. Next up, let me check and see what else we had on the list here. And okay, we had a 4-way tag team match, which was unique. And this was a new type of match. They called it Danger Zone, which means in order to win, you had to knock out somebody first. And that's what happened as the Cousins of Carnage, the threatened Demolition Man. You had the Royal Cards, Royce Isaacs and Tom Latimer. You also had Marvelous Merle and Ryan Fisher. And finally you had, trying to think here who else, Cousins of Carnage, Merle and Fisher. Wild Cards. And the Force, Jerry Bennett and Ronnie Taylor. They were going to try their hand at tag team since, unfortunately, they came up with shortcomings last Friday as they tried to attempt to regain their titles, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Well, you know what? It was a wild melee, and I'll tell you what, at the end, it was a threat nailing Ryan Fisher with a choke slam, knocking him out to get the victory, and so now they're going to get the shot at the Tri-American Tag Team titles that are held by the Furies coming up this weekend in Birmingham, Alabama. Next up, we had Christopher in a promo. And Christopher was talking about regaining back his NWA title, and he said it was in the shop getting painted pink, which made a lot of fans mad. Because they talk about how destroying a piece of prestige like that, like the NWA World title, it's like, okay, what the heck's going on here? Also, Robert McManus came out there, and he's like, you know what, you better not do that yet, because this weekend we're going at it one more time. I guess the NWA committee has decided to sign Robert McManus and Christopher to a steel cage match in Birmingham this weekend. So, for the NWA title, and this will be a third and final match, so that means whoever wins the rubber match, the loser of that series of matches cannot challenge the winner as long as they're they're a holder of that title. So, for like example, Christopher beats McManus again. McManus cannot challenge Christopher as long as he is the NWA World Champion. So, he can wrestle Christopher in regular matches, but can't wrestle him for the NWA World title, if you know what I mean. Next up, we had a great matchup. NWA Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa was going against Sarah Perry, and this matchup came about after Thunder Rosa eliminated Sarah Perry in the Battle Royal last Friday. Sarah Perry was not too happy, so they got it on. And despite Mona and Raquel interfering numerous times, distracting the referee numerous times, Thunder Rosa showed why she is one of the best in the circuit and still won the match. It was really incredible. Sorry about that. I'm doing this with my smartphone right now because it's like I don't know what is going on with the. I'm gonna see what the problem is with the Connect. I hope it's not. I hope it's just Twitch and not the Connect. But Thunder Rosa will win the match, and it was an incredible victory. And as a result, she is going to get a shot at Tri-American Champion Nova this coming weekend in Birmingham. Yeah, that's the big thing about this coming weekend in Birmingham over at Mayhem and Madness. That's what they call the card there, folks. And then the big main event. It was an 8-man barroom brawl for a shot at Chaz Crossbones Foreman for the MSW World title. And basically, we had a lot of people in this one. The champions, Malachi Abramoff, Matt Bennett, Adam Strange, Jimmy Coldblood Jr., and the Blue Arrow. Then also you had 3 wild cards in there, which was based on their records. Bratton Bomber, Grit, and Ethan Walker. Oh boy, what a match it was. I'll tell you what, you seen Strange get eliminated first, and then you seen, I think, Coldblood got eliminated next, which was shocking. I mean, Young Guns came up a little short in that one. In the end, it came down to 3 men. Abramoff, Grit, and Ethan Walker. Ethan Walker managed to, well, Grit got Abramoff with the Gritter end, and then Ethan Walker pinned him. And then it came down to Ethan Walker and Grit would prevail over everything and become the new contender to the MSW World Title this coming weekend over at Mayhem and Madness. Now, guys, I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, right now with, I don't know, I hope, like I said, I hope it's a glitch with Twitch on the video game apps. If not, then I may be going at this with no voice. I may not be able to do the voice on here, and I do apologize, and, you know. But like I said, I'm going to try to figure out what it is. Like I said, you may not see this, I may not be broadcasting until maybe Saturday night at least. So, guys, I do apologize for everything, and that's the reason why I had the summary add-on piece to this, and I thank you all for tuning in, and you all have a good night. Thank you.